Okay, well, I'm Jim Atchison, and we're back here again in Eddyville at Akridge Farm Supply and Ace Hardware, and I'm with James Dempsey again. Today, James is going to tell us something that really everybody should be thinking about this time of year, and that's alternative electric heat. James, what do we have here?
Jim, glad to be back with you guys again, and what we're looking at right here is the Eden Pure. It's the Eden Pure, the genuine, original Eden Pure heater. This is called our Gen 3 model. That is the model number that the Eden Pure folks give that one. And of course, we are featuring it here, as you can see on the tag, for $297. Like I mentioned, this is the original Eden Pure. There is some others out there on the market that's built like these, but unless it actually says Eden Pure like that, it's not a real Eden Pure heater. Now, this particular one that we're looking at, it is an alternative to your normal heating bill. By alternative, I mean what it's going to run off of. It's going to run off a standard 110 current. You just plug it into standard wall outlet. This particular one that we're looking at heats roughly up to 1,000 square feet.
Well, that's a good size room.
That's a good size room. It really is. As you can tell by the picture here that they've got outlined on the box, you're heating like a pretty good sized den, maybe a sitting area over here. You know, a good sized room, 1,000 square feet. That would be about like a, say, living room, large den, maybe hallway, in that type of living situation. And it is a good money-saving, economical, alternative way to heat your home. Sure
okay, and James, let's move over here to another electric heater you've got. Now, is this another Gen Pure?
No, this is not an Eden Pure. This is made by a different company. This is called Gen Pure. It's made by a little bit. It's similar to that to the Eden Pure, but this is actually called Gen Pure. This one. Footage area as far as heat coverage, but your difference between this unit and that one is this one does have a purifier on it for your air.
Now that purifier is important this time of year, especially people that have tendency to have allergies or sinus problems.
Exactly.
That can really be a big help.
That would definitely be a help, big help. Like if you've got it, if you're at home and someone's at home and like you say the heat's hot and they're sitting around sniffling, well then this would definitely help with that as an alternative heat source.
Well, James, thank you, and we'll be back in a little while to talk about a different alternative source of heat for maybe a different area.
Okay.
Okay, James, now this is a different type of heater, different fuel source, and actually for a different area. This is not for in your house.
No, definitely not for indoor usage. This particular type of heater that you see, they're a kerosene fan forced heater, commonly known to the area around here, the contractor trade and the homeowners outside usage trade, the salamanders. These particular units, all four of these are kerosene fired heaters. And of course, number one, the reason you don't need to use them inside the house is because, or an enclosed area, even in a garage, you need to have like a window raised or some kind of ventilation in there, because they do emit kerosene fumes in an enclosed area. As far as a good quick heat outside, say if you're out in your garage, you're doing wood crafting or some kind of work you're doing out in the garage, you want a quick way to get warm and stay warm out there, this is a good way to go.
And James, I noticed they come in different sizes, from 50,000 BTUs all the way up to the big one down here, 170,000 BTUs.
That's correct.
So this is something for like in the garage, you're working on your car, or barn. Barn, of course, would probably want a bigger one. Maybe even a stripping room if people still use them.
Right, exactly, yeah, for tobacco stripping, that type stuff. That's an excellent choice for these units, and like you mentioned, they are different BTUs, which this one is about 1,200 square foot coverage. This one is a 70,000 BTU, it's about a 1,700 square foot, and they go on down to like 3,000 square foot and 4,000. And of course, they are priced accordingly to the size of the heater as you go up in size for them. They do have, some of the models do have, I think, thermostats on them. I'm not sure if all these do or not. I think the bigger ones do.
Well, James, thank you for talking to us today about something this time of year. We're late December now. We got January, February, and March coming. where we really need to be thinking about alternative sources.
Exactly, we do, because, you know, hope we don't ever have to face it again, but you know, there's that old thing called ice storm we had a couple, 3 years back, and
that's right, and they're all available right here at Akridge's in Eddyville.
That's right. Come on in and see us for your alternate heat source.